Before before we go on with Musaf, just a quick word of Torah about the seder that we had last night. Certainly a very different kind of seder. Many of us use Zoom and other technologies to connect with people who are not physically present with us. I want to go to the very end of the seder. Very end, we sing the song L'Shana Haba'ah B'Yerushalayim. Next year, may we be in Jerusalem. So I suppose that's, we're supposed to maybe, think about, contemplate packing up and moving to Israel, living in Jerusalem, since we have the Jewish state once again. For many of us, maybe most of us, that's just not practical. So is it a kind of is it a kind of empty, are they empty words that we're just saying? We're just paying lip service next year in Jerusalem, but in our hearts we know that next year we'll still be in Marlborough or wherever we're having Seder. Now what's interesting is that even people who are living in Jerusalem sing that song, L'Shana Haba'ah B'Yerushalayim. So why are they saying it? They're already in Jerusalem. I suppose it could be a wish that they're still going to be there, but why wouldn't they be? So I want to suggest something that when we say L'Shana Haba'ah B'Yerushalayim, it's a spiritual desire as well as a physical one. Because there's one word that we add when we sing that song L'Shana Haba'ah B'Yerushalayim. We add L'Shana Haba'ah B'Yerushalayim Habenuyah. Habenuyah means rebuilt, the rebuilt Jerusalem. And I don't think they're talking about all of the cranes that are building, construction projects in Jerusalem and throughout the state of Israel. And if you go to Israel, you'll see there's building all over the place. Habenuyah, rebuilt, I think has a messianic overtone. In other words, we're dreaming of returning to Jerusalem Habenuyah, a kind of messianic time, the kind that Eliyahu Hanavi is supposed to herald, announcing the days when there is peace in the world, where everyone has food to eat, everyone has sustenance, where all human beings are really looking out for one another and for all of God's creation, including animal life, including the planet. The messianic time is meant to be idyllic, and in that time, Jerusalem will truly be rebuilt, Yerushalayim HaBenuyah. So that is the rebuilt Jerusalem, this kind of messianic era of peace that we are supposed to work toward to usher in. And so what's interesting about the Seder is that the Seder is a journey. It's a journey from Egypt approaching the land of Israel. But by saying next year may we be in Jerusalem, we're recognizing that we're not at that messianic point yet. That messianic time when the world is truly at peace and when the world is what it's supposed to be, when we're fully in unison in partnership with God, we're still on that journey. We're actually still in the wilderness trying to get to that ideal Jerusalem. And so, yes, we have left Egypt. Egypt is where our ancestors were enslaved, but also in this kind of messianic vision, Egypt is a place of real pain and depravity and selfishness and degradation. So yes, we have left Egypt. We are on the path to making this world the place it is supposed to be, but we have not gotten there yet. We have not gotten to Yerushalayim HaBenuyah, the messianic time, where the world is fully the way it is supposed to be. And so, just like Moses, who looked across at the promised land but would not enter, so too, even at the end of our Seder, we're not in the promised land yet. We have to work towards this messianic Jerusalem. We have to work toward making a world that is fully at peace. If we look around at our world, even without the coronavirus, certainly we are not at that messianic place yet. There is still a lot of pain and suffering in our world. There are still 27 million people who are enslaved around the world. That is an embarrassing and unacceptable number. there's a lot of work to do. So we have made great progress toward making this world what it's supposed to be, but we are not at Yerushalayim Habanuyah yet. So the end of the Seder is cheering us on, is urging us, is commanding us to not stop, to not give up until we build that rebuilt Jerusalem, Yerushalayim Habanuyah. So, Ken Hiratzon, may we work toward that place, that peace, and may it be God's will. Amen.